Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video like up. When the Young and the Restless took Cole Howard overseas to a clinic in France, fans had no idea it might be the final setting for one of Genoa City's most beloved characters. Once a romantic cornerstone of Victoria Newman's life, Cole returned to the canvas with the energy of a ghost from the past, his presence subtle, quiet, but deeply stirring. Now, the very fabric of that return seems to be fraying. In a heartbreaking twist, Cole has been diagnosed with a rare and aggressive form of Legionnaires' disease, an infection that has rapidly progressed despite intensive treatment. The infection's origin? A remote hotel in Marseille, where he had stayed briefly to gather material for a novel he never finished, but this storyline is no random twist, it's intentional. The writing is slow-burning, elegant, mournful. Cole's scenes are full of nostalgia of photos, flashbacks, letters never sent. Each moment whispers, "This is goodbye." Claire Grace, already shaken by the truth of her parentage and the shadows of her past, is summoned to France by Victoria. The message is simple, it's Cole. He's asking for us. Claire is resistant. She hasn't known him long enough to grieve him. And yet, she feels the stirrings of something deeper, perhaps the kind of goodbye she never got with her real father in France. As Cole lies weak but lucid, he sees Claire for the last time and whispers, "You deserved more than one version of a father. You deserved truth." It hits Claire hard. Their scenes are filled with emotion, but Cole never breaks. He speaks like a man who's already made peace with the end. Victoria is unraveling. She's always been poised, collected, a Newman through and through. But watching Cole fade breaks her shell. Their history flashes before her, their wedding, the baby they lost, the years of silence. She says through tears, "We were never good at staying together. But I never stopped wondering what would have happened if we had just held on." Cole gently smiles. "We were a beautiful story. Just one that had its final page early." Victoria refuses to say goodbye. She sleeps in a chair next to his bed, speaks to the doctors in French, demands specialists from Paris. But nothing changes. Each day, Cole grows weaker. In Genoa City, word begins to travel quietly. Victor says nothing but takes a long look at a photo of Victoria and Cole from decades past. Nikki lights a candle at the chapel. Even Nick is affected, calling Victoria and awkwardly offering support. "I know he wasn't always easy. But he mattered." In this fictional deep dive, Cole's storyline becomes not just a personal farewell, it mirrors a thematic arc the writers are building. What do we do when the past can't be saved? Each episode in the week surrounding his decline features symbolic moments, a broken watch ticking briefly, then stopping, Claire opening a childhood book with her father's handwriting in the margins, Victoria refusing to sign business documents, instead drawing in the margins of Cole's old letters. All signs suggest the show is preparing us for a quiet but permanent goodbye. He won't be murdered. There's no villain to blame. It's the natural heartbreak of life, a rare thing in daytime drama. In what may be Eddie Peck's final episode, Cole pens a letter to Claire. "My dear Claire, you never asked for this, any of it. But you walked through the fire with more grace than I ever could. I hope, in some way, knowing me gave you a glimpse of who you are, not who they told you to be. You are not your past. You are your choices. And if love survives anything, I hope you'll carry mine." He signs it simply, "Dad, if I may." Claire reads it after he's gone. Her hands shake. The camera doesn't cut away. She sobs, holding the letter to her heart. No official word has been released from the show or Peck himself. But this arc? It feels like a carefully crafted exit. Sources from behind the scenes, in this fictionalized retelling, whisper that Peck's arc was always meant to be limited, tying up long-forgotten threads with Victoria and introducing depth to Claire's origin. The storyline was intentionally short and poignant, as opposed to dramatic and scandalous. Cole's death would be off-screen but emotionally resonant, giving space for characters to reflect rather than erupt. In this vision, Peck exits quietly, a professional to the end, offering fans a layered and soulful goodbye. Back in town, reactions vary. Victor lays flowers in Cole's name at the Newman ranch. Nikki reads an old journal entry where she wrote, Victoria and Cole. Maybe they're the calm after the storm. Nick invites Claire for coffee. They don't talk much, just sit in silence. Victoria locks herself in her art studio, painting obsessively. The canvas reveals itself slowly, a stormy ocean, and a man's silhouette fading into the mist. As time passes, the young and the restless doesn't rush to replace Cole's presence. Instead, Claire begins volunteering at a children's clinic, saying she wants to make up for lost years. Victoria changes the name of a Newman project to the Howard Initiative, honoring Cole's quiet strength and commitment to truth. Gold. Fans remember Cole as the thinker, the writer, the man who never quite fit into Genoa City's chessboard, but loved deeply anyway. In a final posthumous twist, a box arrives for Victoria. Inside, Cole's last manuscript. A story of a father who never got to know his daughter, but dreamed of her every night. A photo of Claire as a child, doctored, perhaps, but lovingly restored. A voice recorder. Cole's final words, I don't know where I'll go next, but I know I'll leave this world having known what it was to truly love someone. Maybe that's all we get. And maybe that's enough. Victoria presses her lips to the recorder and whispers, it was always enough. If this is truly the end of Eddie Peck's journey on The Young and the Restless, it's not just the departure of a character, it's a poetic exit crafted with purpose. It's about legacy, redemption, the painful beauty of letting go. In an age of shocking exits, courtroom chaos, and evil twins, Cole Howard's farewell may be the most human exit daytime has seen in years.